Kia ora everyone, Lewis here with an update to the severe weather forecast. It is a very busy start to the week. We can see there are numerous areas for watches and also warnings. I'm going to run through the brief details here, but I do encourage you to head to metservice.com, get those most up-to-date info. So taking a look at the satellite and the radar, we can see a big old swath of cloud moving over the country, which is bringing plenty of moisture that we're seeing, falling mainly as rain at the moment. It is on Tuesday that we expect the cooler air to move in and that will drop that snow level. But we can see some thunderstorms firing off in the Tasman Sea. That does also come towards the country, and we will see some thunderstorms falling around the country. But the main concern is going to be this big band of rain bringing in that snow potential. So we can see the frontal system moving over the North Island. So still on Monday, the snow is falling above those higher areas, but it's on Tuesday the southeasterly winds will bring in that cooler air, and that will see the level at which it falls as snow drop. And we're going to see that really getting down quite low through southern parts of the South Island, and even towards the end of Tuesday we can see that band of rain following the cold air has moved up the South Island, and that cold front just making it onto southern parts of the North Island. So we can see still quite a messy situation around the country by the end of Tuesday. Now we're just going to jump into the warnings here. So from 10 p.m. Monday until 10 p.m. on Tuesday, we're looking at this area here. 25 to 35 centimetres of snow may fall down to around that 400 metre mark, with lesser amounts down to about 200 metres. And looking at the next warning, so we're looking up this one here now, 4 a.m. Tuesday until 4 a.m. on Wednesday, around 30 to 40 centimetres of snow down to about that 500 metre mark, with lesser amounts down to about 400 metres. And moving on to the heavy snow watch. So this one's running quite long from now through until 6 p.m. on Tuesday. So we could see periods of heavy snow above 800 metres today, but as we get through to the end of Monday, that snow level could lower down to about that 300 metre mark. And now looking at the northern heavy snow watch from 10 a.m. on Tuesday until midday on Wednesday, rain is expected to fall to snow to about that 400 metre mark. And there is heavy snowfall possible on Tuesday, and we might see those amounts reach that warning criteria. There's still a bit of time before that one really sets in. Now, looking at the wind, so we are going to see quite an unusual wind direction along these western parts of the South Island, with southeasterly or easterly gales getting up to around that 120 km/h mark. So this is for the Fiordland area around 8 p.m. Monday to 8 a.m. on Wednesday. Moving up the coast, 11 a.m. on Tuesday until 1 p.m. on Wednesday, looking at that Westland area, same sort of situation, those gusts getting up to about that 120 km/h mark. That is, in both these areas, the wind will be more noticeable about the valleys, where that wind can just shoot down the gaps and move out onto the coast. Now taking a look at the heavy rain warning, so this one up the northern areas here until 10 p.m. tonight. We're expecting around 70 to 100 millimetres of rain with that as that frontal system moves across, and now heading down into the southeastern corner, not a place that typically sees prolonged heavy rain. So even though the amounts are just around that 70 to 90 millimetre mark, it does have a much lower threshold in terms of seeing impacts from rain. So this is running until 3 p.m. on Tuesday, quite an extended period of rain for the area. So do just take extra care. State Highway 1, there are a few areas where that water can rise up to around the road, so just do take care if you're around that region. Taking a look at this heavy rain watch here, so that's just running through until midnight tonight. That is just the periods of heavy rain, with the amounts maybe reaching towards warning criteria. Moving over to the west, a much wetter place by comparison, just a heavy rain watch until 9 p.m. tonight. And moving up into this northern area here from 3 p.m. until midnight tonight, just again with that frontal system moving over. It's a very similar situation as we look at the northern areas, so Mount Taranaki here from 3 p.m. until midnight, again going to be ticking up some accumulations of rain as those frontal systems move over, and a very similar situation out to the East Bay of Plenty or Eastern Bay of Plenty from 1 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Again, picking up that rain as those frontal systems move over. And I will just take a quick look through until Wednesday, because we can see more moisture moving over the North Island. These frontal systems still lingering. We have this low pressure kind of providing a lot of that weather, and we can still see snow ticking up along those eastern areas of the South Island. So it is really just a good week to stay up to date with the weather. Don't get caught out. Check the latest forecast at metservice.com.